There's so many guys that have come out of Holland. Ernesto Hoost, Rob Kamen. I mean, just Peter Ertz. Just a sea of killers. Rico Verhoeven, the guy who's the champ right now.
He's the man.
Oh, he's an animal. He's an animal.
Remember that guy that he beat that guy with killing everybody? What's that Muslim guy? Come on.
He's wired
reckless.
different. Yeah, he comes for blood. And the thing is, what you were saying, Mike, people love you when you do your best. And that's why they love him. Like, they know that guy's ready to go out on a shield. He's no quit. He's going out on a shield. He goes to war. And sometimes they get him, and sometimes he gets them. And he used to get them a lot more when he was younger, but that's just...
Joe Rogan and Mike Tyson have witnessed nearly everything the combat sports world has to offer. Yet even they were left stunned after seeing Rico Verhoeven's intense new training ahead of a possible fight with Oleksandr Usyk. Although the odds may not fully favor him, both Rogan and Tyson reacted strongly to his approach, describing him as an unstoppable force with a ruthless mindset built around a kill or be killed mentality.
So many guys have come out of Holland. Ernesto Hoost, Rob Kamen. I mean, just Peter Ertz. Just a sea of killers. Rico Verhoeven, the guy who's the champ right now.
He's the man.
Oh, he's an animal. He's an animal.
Remember that guy that he beat that guy with killing everybody? What's that Muslim guy? Come on.
Oh, yeah.
The big crazy guy. He was
Badr.
Yeah, he was killing everybody.
Yes. Badr dropped him twice. He was still in that fight.
Oh, he's a bad...
Dangerous guy. He's kill or be killed. That guy is just die on his shield. Reckless. He's wired different. Yeah, he comes for blood. And the thing is, what you were saying, Mike, people love you when you do your best. And that's why they love him. Like, they know that guy's ready to go out on a shield. He's no quit.
Joe Rogan has pointed out that Verhoeven stands out not just for his overwhelming size and strength, but also for how refined and sharp his skills are inside the ring. While Mike Tyson echoes that sentiment, emphasizing that Rico keeps pushing forward until the very end of a fight and always find a way to finish what he starts.
They get him, and sometimes he gets them. And he used to get them a lot more when he was younger, but that's just...
nature of the beast.
That's just fighting. That's just fighting.
Exciting.
He's very exciting. He's one of the most exciting kickboxers of all time because there's no point fighting with that
animal,
guy.
Right? With an animal.
Attacking. He's attacking.
To hurt you at all time. Everything's to hurt you. Nothing's soft. Everything's hard.
He comes out of Mike's gym, which is like a ferocious gym in Holland, like known for like some of the most elite, aggressive, technical kickboxers, like super technical but super aggressive. Like the whole gym was like that. Like that's it's
His rise in fame has gone far beyond what analysts or retired fighters can fully describe, as even reigning champions from both boxing and the UFC actively come to train alongside Verhoeven. And his training level is so respected that even Tom Aspinall has openly looked up to him as a source of inspiration.
How is it to have like a kind of a brother in arms like Rico, helping each other become stronger and stronger?
Look, when I'm training with Rico and Dennis, every day's a school day. Do you know what I mean? I'm just like trying to take in all the information, trying to do what they say, trying to follow the instructions, obviously. Constantly inspired by Rico to be better. Even though we're in different sports, still the same mindset. So yeah, I see Rico man, and I'm just like, yeah, I need to improve on this.
When asked what it feels like to have someone like Rico Verhoeven as a training partner and brother-in-arms, Tom Aspinall explained that every session feels like a learning experience, especially when he's working alongside Rico and Dennis, saying he's constantly absorbing new details, following their guidance, and trying to implement everything they show him. He added that Rico's presence alone keeps him motivated to improve, and even though they compete in different sports, the mindset is identical, which is why watching Rico push himself, whether in training or even something as simple as running, makes him realize there are always areas he needs to upgrade, especially considering Rico has spent years dominating kickboxing while still continuously pushing his own limits.
Well, I think Rico's absolutely insane. Let me start by saying that is crazy. If I was him, I would be like, I'm not doing that, that's for the up and coming guys, but it just shows that the mindset that Rico's got is like, this guy still wants to prove that he's the best. Even after like years and years of being on top, the guy's still like, right, if it's going to take 3 fights in one night just to prove it, I'm going to do it. And you got to respect him for that. Like,
Tom Aspinall sees that clearly, especially at a stage when most champions are already at their peak or slowing down, while Rico himself rarely talks much about his mindset and instead lets his performance do the speaking.
Came up to heavyweight. So, and I was 16, I was weighing 100 kilos.
So I could never drop down to crew because I'm just too big. He's one of the best to ever done it. Technical, a perfect, kind human being. So no, I love it. If everything goes south, I'll just throw a high kick in the 8th or 9th round. It's logical because they do not know me. They do not know the story. They do not know who I am. So then it's up to me to give them a little bit of context, like what I've done within the kickboxing sport. The WBC also has a Muay Thai kickboxing division, so they understand my credentials, and that's how this fight came about.
Rico's upcoming bout with Oleksandr Usyk has faced criticism, and he has also explained how the matchup was arranged, stating that the WBC's kickboxing divisions recognize the credentials as fitting for this crossover fight. He further shared that he already has a strategy in mind for how he plans to handle Usyk's style and adapt once they step into the ring.
I'm hungry. I need a champion's meal.
Eddie Hall has also issued a direct warning to Oleksandr Usyk, saying he should not underestimate Rico Verhoeven and pointing out that Rico is even tougher than him. He highlighted that Rico has dominated as a reigning heavyweight kickboxing champion for more than 14 years and emphasized that while stepping into the ring with names like Usyk Joshua or Fury is already a major challenge, Rico is on another level and someone no opponent should take lightly.
Is the hardest I have ever met. You put Usyk, AJ, Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou, Alex Pereira, line Conor McGregor, line them all up, right? And say, right, which one would you want to fight the least? I think this is the problem, right? Is kickboxing has not had the limelight as what boxing has, right? So when you say someone's been the heavyweight champion of the world for 1 or 2 years, like, oh, he's got to be a hard. Rico has been the world kickboxing champion for 14 years in a row. He's never once been knocked out. He is humongous. He's over, I'm going to say 125, 130 kilo, 6'5", 6'6", just a huge human being. Hands like shovels, feet like Wreck-It Ralph. And I can honestly, hand on heart say, if you were to give me any man on the planet to stand and fight King Kong with, right, and give me any single man on the planet, I'd pick Rico Verhoeven.
What makes this matchup so intriguing is that Rico Verhoeven has refined his striking skills under Peter Fury, developing his hands into a constant attacking weapon. He believes Usyk has never been in the ring with someone who delivers punches with this much physical force behind them. And the kickboxing champion is relying on that added weight and power in each strike to break through the boxing champion's well-known defense. For Verhoeven, the goal isn't to outbox Usyk in a technical sense, but to pressure and break him down with relentless punches one after another.
Tell me about your punch power. What is your knockout capacity? I mean, you can see Usyk in front of you.
I'm always like very calculated, but yeah, when I connect. Like I said, there's a lot of weight behind these punches. So yeah, of course, within the kickboxing sport, I was used to just throwing the kicks and doing my thing, but now we get the opportunity to use the hands more. So Peter is like, oh, he's like crazy excited. He's like, finally, because we've been throughout all these years, we've been debating so much because he's like, yo, Rico, you got to do a little bit more of this. You got to I said, Pete, I can't, because within kickboxing, that doesn't work. And now he's like, okay, I can teach you boxing.
Adding even more intensity to the build-up, Verhoeven delivered a stark message directed at Oleksandr Usyk, stating that once they finally meet in the ring, he intends to stop him in brutal fashion. These weren't polished media answers, but rather blunt, unfiltered statements from someone who has spent over a decade and a half finishing opponents long before the final bell. And Usyk has been clearly cautioned about what could be waiting for him.
There's little detail as you're going to. From the first bell, what are you going to do?
Knock his head off. That's what I'm going to do. I'm, like I said, I'm like 55 pounds heavier. Yeah. So as soon as I hit him, it's going to be something different.
You're going to knock his head off?
Of course.
I think he's only been knocked down once. He's never been knocked, and that was a low blow. He's never been knocked down You're going to have to go some, Rico.
Oh, what an opportunity I have here. I'm going to shock the world in front of the pyramids in this crazy scene. It's like, oh my God, I love it. That's why I'm so.
From another perspective entirely, Hamza Shiraz pushed back against the hype, brushing off Verhoeven's bold warning as unrealistic confidence. He even mocked the kickboxer's certainty and suggested that reality inside the ring would be far less forgiving, claiming that Verhoeven would not be able to leave the fight under his own power and that a single clean shot would be enough to completely shut him down.
He's going to get absolutely ironed out. That's the truth, but I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but you're fighting Oleksandr Usyk, you know what I mean? Someone who's beat Joshua, beat Fury, not only once, but twice. And it's too much of an ask, you know what I mean? He has got a puncher's chance, we all have, but whether that chance will actually come to fruition, I don't really think it will.
Verhoeven continues to insist he will knock Usyk out in emphatic fashion, but Teddy Atlas has offered a harsh counterpoint, giving the kickboxer virtually no chance in his analysis. He explained that the fight would be dictated entirely by Usyk, who would control the timing, pace, and flow of every round, leaving Verhoeven with no real say in how the contest unfolds, as Atlas sees the entire matchup being shaped solely by what the Ukrainian decides to allow.
What's his chances? What's Verhoeven's chances? I think slim and none, to be honest. I looked at film on him, and yeah, he's big. He's 6'6", 270. Fury was big too, but Fury was a professional boxer. This guy, as I said, he doesn't have that background. He stands straight up. He's had 76 fights. He's won 66. He's got 26 knockouts. He's not a huge puncher. You know, his best punch is the right hand. That can be effective against the southpaw. Usyk's a southpaw. That can be the southpaw killer. I get it. It's not going to be. Usyk's too versatile, too good for him. His defense, his offense. I think it's going to come down to where Usyk, you know, it's up to him.
Looking deeper beyond the hype, analysts note that while Rico Verhoeven's confidence is undeniable, it is unlikely to carry much weight against someone like Oleksandr Usyk, who is widely regarded as a master of his craft. Usyk has already dismantled larger and highly skilled opponents throughout his career, and what may sound intimidating to casual observers is often seen by elite boxing minds as just noise before Usyk begins systematically breaking down his opponent inside the ring.